in that era, the partisan divisions were pretty stark, and so the parties generally didn't work together, particularly in the House. And crafting legislation just happened rarely. It happened in some bills, like an education bill maybe, but relations between the Republicans and the Democrats were not good. This was an act of war. The country was clearly at war, and so right away that shifted, and there was an understanding that we should certainly work together in order to reassure the country and in order to reassure our friends as well as our enemies abroad. And so starting on that afternoon, we started thinking through with the Speaker and Mr. Armey, talking to Minority Leader Gephardt and David Bonnier, what the House schedule should be for that week, what the House should do, how they should react. Very soon after, in the days immediately following the attack, like on Wednesday and Thursday, one of the immediate tasks was to pass a war powers resolution authorizing the use of force against the terrorists or anyone who may have aided them. And so there was quickly a bipartisan group put together on that document, and there were some disagreements in that group. I know that the Vice President's legislative staff had the point on it for the White House, and they wanted a very expansive document that could cover a lot of contingencies. I think that some of the Democrats thought they might be pushing too far. And I know that the Speaker and Scott Palmer, the Speaker's Chief of Staff, felt very strongly that whatever's brought out of there needs to be something that passes by a very, very large, not only that passes by a large bipartisan vote, because it was kind of understood that in this environment, if you put a war powers resolution on the floor, it's going to get a very lopsided vote no matter what. But he wanted something that both parties were very comfortable with, not just that would secure the votes, but that the Democratic leaders were comfortable with. And so there was a prolonged negotiation that went on in an effort to arrive at something that people were happy with.